guys, my name is Yvonne Metz. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. We are in the third and final week of our Faye Doll crochet along, and we will be doing her little hat here and her scarf. We're going to be doing two scarves. This hat right here, I've already done a video on it. If you have the pattern, it'll have like what I did with this one, but I will put the video link down below in the description box, okay? And let me see. This hat I used a number 5 bulky weight yarn, which for this video I'm using Charisma Loops and Thread. For the scarves, I'm going to be using a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and I'm going to use the Red Heart. And what else? So you're going to need a yarn needle. I'm using 3 different hooks. I have an I, 5.5 millimeter. I have a K, which is a 6.5 millimeter, and an L hook, which is 8.0 millimeter. Okay, and of course, you need a pair of scissors. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, let's get started with the first scarf. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a slip knot, and you're going to chain so that it goes at least twice around her neck. All right, so I'm going to start with a chain of maybe 80. All right, so go ahead, yarn over, draw the loop through the one that was on your hook, yarn over, and this is all we're doing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a chain of 80, and I will come back and we'll see how that fits around her neck. All right, guys, so I have my 65 stitches, and it does go a little more than 2 times around her neck, but that's okay. So let's go ahead now, and we're going to slip stitch into the second stitch from your hook, and you want to do this loosely like that, and then go into the next one. And the next one, and we're going to do this all the way down like this. All right, and then when you get to the end, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to turn, and you'll be working into the back loop. See how there's the V's right here? You're going to work into the back loops of these slip stitches. All right, so go ahead and do your 2 rows. If you want your scarf a little bit thicker, then go ahead and do an extra one. I just want 2 rows, so I will show you what mine looks like when I'm done. All right, guys, so I am done, and I finished off, and I'm just going to weave these ends in. So now let's go and move on to the second scarf. All right, guys, let's start the second scarf, which is going to be an infinity one. So let's go ahead, slip knot, and we are going to chain. I think I did a chain of 90. That worked. So let's go ahead, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain like that, yarn over, just like this. All right, so go ahead and do your 90 or however big you want yours. You can, again, we're going to be forming a loop, so just see how it is around your doll. I think with this yarn, I think 90 was pretty good. So go ahead and finish yours, and then I will meet you here when I am done with mine. All right, guys, I finished my 90, and I wanted to mention in the first scarf that I did 3 rows, but I also used a smaller hook, and I used a thinner number 4 yarn. This one was a Simply Soft Karen, and so I ended up doing 3 rows. For this one, I'm only going to do 2 because it came out a little bit thicker, and I'm using a bigger hook, all right? But whatever look you want is totally fine. So let me show you how easy this is. So we're going to do working with half double crochets. So in the second chain from your hook, go ahead, we're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, draw it through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, go through all 3, yarn over, and this is all we're doing, guys, just like this. Yarn over, go through all 3. All right, so go ahead and you're going to do this. I'm only doing 2 rounds, and we're going to be working when we come back on our second round in the back loops only. All right, so I will meet you when I have both of my rounds done. All right, guys, so I finished, and this is what it looks like. I like this part to be the back side. All right, and then this is the front. So go ahead and put the front sides together, because now we're going to join both ends. And you could either, you know what, I think I'm just gonna, let's go ahead and just finish this off just like this. I think this will be easier. Snip it off, pull that through. I think this is what I did anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and do this, and still we're gonna still have it this way, like that, and then just weave these ends through, back and forth like this. Just like this. I'm going to snip this off. And then go ahead and you're going to weave that one in too, okay? So that's it. That's super, super easy. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on to the hat. All right, guys, so we're going to be working on the brim, and I'm going to start with a K-hook, all right? So all we're going to do is start with the slip knot, like that, and we're going to chain 4. Yarn over, draw it through the loop that was on your hook. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in the second chain from your hook. Insert like this, yarn over, draw it through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2. Insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. And the last one, just like that. All right, then for row 2 and the rest of the rows, you're going to chain 1, turn, and we're going to be working back loop only. So insert your hook in the back loop, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, go through 2, just like this. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, you're going to do this until this part fits around your doll's head. All right, so I think I ended up with maybe 56 rows, maybe less. No, with the chunky yarn, I'm sorry, I think I ended up with 30. So just keep on going until it fits. Just measure around your doll's head, okay? And I will meet you here when I'm done with mine. All right, so I finished I ended up with 30 rows, and let me show you how I measured. I just put it around her head like this, and that fits perfect. All right, so now let's zoom back in. What we're going to do is we are going to join these 2 together like so. Let's go ahead and chain 1, and then working through both loops here, and then on this side here we're going to go ahead and slip stitch. So that's 1, you can do 3, 2, and 3, like that, and then go ahead and chain 1 and tighten that up. And then I like this part to be the inside, so we're going to go ahead and flip that. And now I'm going to switch my hooks, and I'm going to go with my L, and this will crochet over, So go ahead and insert your hook back in the loop. Now we're going to do a single crochet all the way around, so you're going to have approximately 30, and you want to keep it pretty loose, okay? And you'll see why in a minute. So let's go ahead for round 1. Insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, and like I said, this is hard for me because I crochet really tight, but we do want it loose, okay? Yarn over, go through both. Go into the next one, like this. Okay, pull it up, yarn over, go through both. And we're just going to do this loosely all the way around. I'll meet you here when I am done with my 30. All right, guys, so I finished my 30 stitches, and now what we're going to do is we're going to join with the first stitch, and then we're going to do that with a slip stitch, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 1. Now hopefully you guys can see this. I wasn't even thinking when I started using this dark yarn. Let me see if I can zoom in. All right, so to get the knit look for the hat, here is our first single crochet. So here is the top loops right here. So normally we would go under both of these loops and we'd put our hook here. But to get the knit stitch look, we are going to go into the post in between the single crochet post right here. It's like a little V down here. So what you're going to do is insert your hook into the middle, and that's why it's important to have it loose so you can get your hook in there. Yarn over, and we're going to just do a single crochet. And again, these are going to be worked loosely, just like that. All right, so here's the next one. I'm sorry guys, was not even thinking when I picked the dark yarn. So here's the V right here. So go ahead, insert your hook through there. And I like to put my finger back here just to guide the hook. And then yarn over, loosely pull up the loop, yarn over, go through both. Okay, and here's our third right here. We're going to put our hook in between those stitches, just like that. And here's the next one. And see that? Right here, that's the front of the single crochet. And this is the top. So we're going to put our hook right there. Just like this. So keep doing this all the way around. I will meet you when I am done with mine. All right, guys, so I finished my second round, and we're going to go ahead and again just join with a slip stitch and then chain 1. I decided to do another little swatch because I really want you guys to see the stitch, okay? So I did this in pink, so hopefully you can see this. For rounds 3 through 8, I ended up doing 8. And again, it's going to depend on the weight of yarn you're using. Since I'm using a number 5, I only did 8 rounds. All right, so again, we're going to be working not in the loops up here, but in the V stitches right here. All right, so again, just put your hook inside like that, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, go through both. And I have my finger back here, yarn over, draw up the loop, yarn over, go through both. All right, so guys, that's all we're doing for, again, about 8 rounds. Go ahead and you can put it on the doll just to see how it's looking, and then I will be here again when it's time to decrease. All right, guys, so I ended up with 6 rows instead of the 8 that's in the pattern, and mainly because, like I said, this is a chunky yarn. I used a number 5 on the other hat, this one, but it's a little bit thinner. So it just really depends. You just want to try putting it on the doll's head and just go as high as you want to go, okay? So now we're going to start decreasing. And so in the pattern it says, we're going to go ahead and chain 1. And we're going to, working now under both loops, we're going to be doing regular single crochets now. So let's go ahead and we're going to do 1 single crochet. This is our repeat, okay? 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So there's 1 and there's 2. And then we're going to do a decrease. So under, like that, under the next stitch, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3. All right, so I'll do one more repeat with you. That's 1, and that's 2, and our decrease. All right, I will meet you here at the end of the row. All right, guys, so there is really no stitch count for these because we're all gonna have a different count. So I am here at the end of my first decrease round, and I have 2 more stitches left. So here's the last decrease. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do a single crochet into each of these, okay? And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch and chain 1. All right, and then all we're going to do again is just repeat what we just did. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do 1 single crochet and another single crochet and then a decrease. Just like that. Single crochet and a single crochet and then a decrease. So repeat that all the way around. All right, again, here I am ending. Here's the last repeat, and I have 1, 2, I have 3 stitches left. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 1 single crochet like that, and then I'm going to decrease. And again, if you had 30 rows for your brim, then you're going to have probably the same counts as I did, okay? So again, it doesn't matter. You just want to keep on decreasing. And then we're going to join again. Okay? Chain 1. And then do the same thing. 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then decrease. So here's 1. And here is 2. And then let's decrease. Just like that. 1, 2, and then decrease. You want to end up with probably about 10 stitches at the end or so. So let's see what I end up with, okay? So go ahead and keep doing that, and I will meet you at the end of the round. All right, so here's my last repeat, and I have 1 more stitch left. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to single crochet in that stitch, and then I think I ended up with 13. Let's see, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, which is totally fine because we're going to weave in and then scrunch it up at the top. So go ahead and slip stitch, and we're going to finish it off, and you want to leave a generous piece of yarn so that we can sew the top up together, and then pull that through. So we're going to go ahead and weave in the top right here. You can also leave it like this for a messy bun hat. All right, that would be cute too. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to take my yarn needle and just go like this and just back and forth. And then we're going to go ahead and pull that closed. Just like that. And then what I do is I put this in the inside of the hat, flip it over, and we're just going to pull tight and just weave this through the stitches like that. Just like this. And then I already made my pom-pom, so I'm going to leave this like this, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I used this the Clover Maker pom-poms, and this is a set of 2, and I love this set. I'll put the link for this in the description box below, but I've already made my pom-pom. And so all I'm going to do, let's see, is attach it. Now that's a real generous piece of yarn. So I'm going to put it right here on the top, put my hook from the inside like that, pull it through, and then just grab the yarn and bring it through the inside like that. And then you want to put it just opposite on that side right there and pull it through. And make sure you like it like that. Let's see. And pull that. Yep, that's perfect. So now all I'm going to do is just tie it, and a third time. And we've already weaved in this part, so now what I'm going to do is just push it through, and then I bring this up through the pom-pom. Just like that, and then just snip it. And then I'll do the same thing for this. This is way too much, so just snip that off. And then we're going to just bring these through like so. And let's see, I just weave it through. This is a different color yarn. I used the worsted yarn for this. All right, so just weave it through a few stitches on the bottom like that, and then bring it through. And this one I just cut it a little bit like that and closer down so you don't see it at all. And that is it. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I do, or actually I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with her hair, or how to attach the hair. So let me go ahead and grab my doll and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so before we move on to the hair, I totally forgot. We need to do the bottom of the brim. So I'm using my K-hook. Insert your hook like this, attach your yarn, and then scrunch that up like that. And all we're going to do, go ahead and chain 1, is we are going to slip stitch all the way across. Okay, so go ahead and just evenly work a slip stitch all the way on the bottom of your brim. And I will meet you here at the end. All right, so I am at the end, and all we're going to do is slip stitch to the first slip stitch, and then we're going to go ahead and finish off just like that. And then go ahead and you're going to weave your ends in that you had from before, okay? So just go ahead and do that. And then now I will be back with Faye and we'll do her hair. All right, guys. So I've already done a wig cap. Now, I think in the previous crochet along with the mermaid doll, you can either do a wig cap or you don't have to. You can actually go directly, put her hair directly onto her head. And I can show you, I'll show you how to do that. I like to do a wig cap. So all you're gonna do, and I ended up, I didn't use the E-hook that we used for this doll. What I ended up doing, I mean, the 2.5 millimeter hook, I ended up using the E-hook. So it gave my stitches a little bit, they were a little bit bigger. So I ended up with, I think I did like 9 rows of the wig cap, I mean of the head, and then I just kept going until, with single crochets until it fit the way I wanted it to fit, okay? So, so then you just put it on her head like that. And then all you're going to do is you're going to, with the yarn, is you're going to attach the wig cap into the head like this and into the bottom of these stitches like that. All right, I don't want to do this yet because I want to show you how to add the hair if you want to do it with, you know, into the scalp. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to use, let me see, I use the E, but the 2.5, so these are tighter stitches. So if you want to put the hair directly into the head, all you're going to do is just figure out where you want the hairline to be, okay? So you can use these little pins like this to go ahead and mark around. However you want to do it, that's fine. But let me just show you how to attach it. So I'm going to grab a strand of yarn, and the way I measure is I'll put it like here to the top of her head and then measure down. If I want her hair to be here, then I'll go like this and then double it and then cut the strand like that. All right, this one's going to be a little bit longer. So what you're going to do is bring these two ends together, insert your hook where you want to start the hairline, and insert it through, let me see, in through one of the stitches like that. All right, I think I'm going to grab the other hook because this one is just too small, but let's see. So go ahead and you're going to bring it through like this. Some people grab it and then they go like that, okay, which is fine. Let me show you another one. What I like to do, so you're going to insert it like this, grab it through. You can also put your fingers in here like this and then tug it through like that. All right, so that's how you do that. I have no idea what kind of hairstyle I am going to have, but I know for one she's going to have bangs. So let me show you. So I'm going to do, so basically when you're working in the wig cap, you're going to do the same thing as if it was on the head, okay? But for the bangs, and what I like to do when I add the hair, I add it all on the bottom here first, all around her head. When I get to the top, what I'm going to do is where I want her bangs to be. So I already cut some strands that are a little bit smaller, and I know they're still too big, but that's okay. Let me just show you what I'm doing. So I'm thinking I want her bangs like right here to here. So I'm going to go ahead and you're going to insert your hook like this, like that, bring it through like that. Now I know this is way too big, but we're going to trim that up. All right, so I just wanted to show you how we're going to do that. And then just work it all the way just like that. If you're not working with the wig cap, you would just do the same thing. into into her head, okay? But that's, if you're going to do bangs, just do smaller strands, and then you're just going to cut it. All right, so I think what I'm also going to do is I want her to have a part. So I'm going to have part of her hair going this way, part of it going that way. So I wanted to try something different. So the way you would do that, let me see, is grab your main strand of yarn like this, and I'm going to grab the other hook. All right, and then just find the middle. So down like this, and you're going to have all, this is going to be covered already, okay? So you're going to put, so it's going to be like right here. You're going to start like, say, let's just say right here. And you're going to go from this way. We're going to be doing this on both sides. All right? So like that. So this one side, and then let's see, you're going to do this on the other side of her head, and you're going to want it pretty close. Oh, let's see, sorry about that. So that's how that's going to go. So these strands are going to go down like that. All right, and then you're going to have a little part down the middle. So you want these as close as possible. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to do that all the way down on one side, and then this one all the way down on the other side. All right, like I said, I'm just going to try something different. I want to see how she comes out, but so go ahead and I will meet you here when I am done with my hair. All right, guys, she's finished, and I absolutely love her. I might add some little trimmings here to her dress, but I just love her. Here's her first scarf, and I just wrapped it around and tucked it under, just like that. I think it looks cute like that. Or you can put on her little infinity one, and that one you just goes around her neck like that, and then you just goes around twice or even 3 times depending on what look you want. You just loosen that up just like that. Oh my God, you guys, I just love her. All right, now for her hair, let's see. I'll take her hat off, and you guys can see how her part came out. What do you think? I think she is so cute. Oh my goodness. So there she is, guys. So that's our last part of our Faye crochet along. I hope you enjoyed this video. So sorry for having this one come out late, but a lot was going on. I'm not sure when we're going to do another crochet along, hopefully soon. And if you don't already subscribe, go ahead and click subscribe down below so you won't miss my other videos. If you have not joined our amigurumi doll group, I'll put all the links for that down below. I would love to see your Faye dolls, and you can join our community over there. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this doll. I absolutely love her, and I can't wait to make more with different hairdos. Again, thanks for watching, and happy doll making. Bye.